Alright everybody, thank you for clicking onto the Goody Pantry. Today we're going to be making some cinnamon buns, or cinnamon rolls. All your ingredients are on the screen, so let's get straight on into it. So here I've got my flour, and I've got my sugar, yeast, salt, milk, softened butter, and some hot water. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my yeast to the warm water. And then I'm going to give that a good mix to make sure it's all incorporated in. And then I'm just going to put that to one side, and then I've got to get my mixer ready. Now I'm using a standard mixer. You can use an electric hand whisk, or you could just do it by hand. So first thing I'm going to do is going to add my flour, and then I'm going to add my sugar. And then I'm going to add my salt. And then before I set that away, I'm going to add my softened butter to my milk. And then I'm just going to put that in the microwave for 1 minute just to warm the milk and soften the butter. While it's in the microwave, set your flour to mix, and that will incorporate the sugar and the salt. When that's done, add your melted butter and milk. And then as soon as you start mixing, start gradually adding in your yeast mix. Now just do this gradually until it's all gone in, and this will help bring all the flour off the sides, and this will create your dough. Then once your yeast is all incorporated, put this onto a medium speed and leave it to knead for 10 minutes. And then after the 10 minutes, your dough should look something like this. Once that's done, just start scraping down your dough hook and start scraping down the side of the ball. Once you've done this, transfer the dough to a greased ball. Cover the dough and then leave it in a warm place for 1 hour until it doubles in size. Okay, it's been 1 hour, and as you can see, it's more than doubled in size. So I'm just going to dust the surface with some flour and then add my dough. Now just get a nice thin layer of flour on your dough, and once you've done that, then start knocking the dough back. Once it's all knocked back, just start rolling it around and get it back into a circular shape. While that's resting, I'm going to take our butter and then mix in the sugar, and then we're going to add our cinnamon. I'm actually using mixed spice just because it's Christmas time, so this gives it a Christmassy feel. Once you got everything, mix it all together, and this is going to be the butter what you spread over the dough. Once that's done, flour your surface, put a little bit of flour on top of your dough, and as a good tip, flour your rolling pin. Once you've done that, start to roll out your dough into a good rectangular shape. This is going to be about 45 centimeters in length and about 2 centimeters thick. Once that's done, then start spreading your cinnamon butter all over the dough. Make sure you get it as nice and even. And then when you've done that, we're going to start rolling it up from the centre. Now just roll it part by part until you get a good roll. Tuck it under and then just keep rolling. Once that part's done, now we're going to cut the rolls. Now this will give you 12 good sized cinnamon buns. And then once they're cut, we're just going to place them onto a tray. I've put some parchment paper down and make sure you leave a good sized gap in between the dough. Now I'm going to cover that with a lightweight cloth, and that's going to sit again in a warm place for 1 hour. Then as you can see, after the hour they've doubled in size again. Still got a gap, but they're going to grow again when they cook. So we're going to bake these now at 160 for 12 to 15 minutes. And then after the 12 to 15 minutes, this is how they'll look. Now transfer your buns to a cooling rack. And now while they're cooling, start mixing your icing and your water. Now this is going to be your glaze. So do your water bit by bit. You don't want a really thick icing, you want something that can be spread. And while the buns are still warm, take your icing and start glazing the buns. And once all your buns are done, just keep repeating the process until you use up all your mix and you've got a good glaze on your cinnamon buns. And there you have it, they're all done. As I say, this will give you 12 good sized buns, so enjoy. And as you can see from this next part, my wife's work colleagues very much enjoy the cinnamon buns. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you at the next one.